Okay, I got this string of lights from JOLYMOLY, and it is 59 feet, but it's actually 49 feet of lights and 10 feet of, cord for the power supply. It is USB. It gorgeous lights, flowers on it. And, the thing I love about them is that they're soft. So unlike, because I really, I thought, well, gee, these are going to be hard and they're going to hurt if I step on one. But no, they're really soft, very pliable. And I think they look great. Now, I'll be honest, when you read something, your mind doesn't necessarily connect. 59 feet is a long ways, and you can see I've got it strung all the way down the hall and back. So it is interesting, but not where I was planning on putting it. So I'll have to rethink my options here and reconsider where I want to put it. Now, this guy also comes with a remote. The remote allows you to turn it on and off. And like most of these infrared remotes, you have to have it pointed directly at the plug over here. So you'll excuse my mess for right now. I've been doing a lot of stuff. But there, I turned it off. And now I'm going to turn it back on with the thing pointed at the USB connector. And it also has the 8 modes that, who wants to see that kind of on any kind of regular basis? Okay, if you're maybe in a dance club or something, but no, not on a Christmas tree, not anywhere near me if I had my choice. So, I will almost always opt for steady on. Now, the in wave, which is number 2, is like, okay, it comes close to a soft twinkle, but it's really not. So it's one of those things in there. It gets fast, it's like, oh my. So, but another nice feature, I'm going to switch that back to steady on. Another nice feature is that you can dim it. There's 3 steps. So that's the brightest, and we can go down 1, 2, 3, and that's the lowest. Which is pretty low. That's really dim. It looks maybe a little brighter here. I have lights on or something, but it's really pretty dim. And then I'm going to bump that back up. And the last thing I want to bump that back up. There we go. The last thing I want to cover is that timer. So the timer only does one thing, and that is 6 hours on and 18 hours off. So it'll repeat that continuously as long as it's on. Every day it'll start at the same time and it'll last for 6 hours and then quit. Now, on the USB connector itself, the blue light, I think, just indicates that it's on. Maybe not. It's plugged in. I guess it has power. The green light, if you see it, means the timer's on. And if you hit the timer button again, it goes out. So you'll know whether the timer is in effect by whether that green light is on. So that's just JOLYMOLY. I have to completely rethink where I'm going to put it. Mr. Mo had to get in on the act down there. But I don't know where I'm going to put it. I've got lights everywhere, so I'm sure I'll find a place for it. Anyway, that's a great set of lights at a really decent price for what it is. And I love the flowers. They're great. One last note. It does also have the ability to chain strands of lights together. So, and the fact that it's LED and it's, not going to be using a ton of electricity. That's why I feel like I can just have a ton of lights in my house because they're not using much electricity. So that's that.
So, You get 9 feet of lead cable here to be able to get you from your plug to where you're going to hang these. But the thing that I love the most about this, 9 feet's cool. That should be enough. It should be plenty to run down my, I'm going to put them on the, out there on the cabin on the porch. A little too cold and rainy right now, so I want to shoot this video so you get this timely. Look at that color though. Oh man, this is what I love. I love this color. These are going to look so cool hanging up there and give us just the right amount of light, because it won't be too much. You know, the porch lights being super bright blue LED lights, they're just too much. But if you want to sit and enjoy some time on the porch, these are going to be perfect. In fact, with 59 feet of this, which is a lot, I will run it all the way across the porch and back probably, or wrap it around somehow, and leave it up all year just because they're so cute. So these are great. They're really not that big. I mean, they look like they were bigger, but I want to point out the size against my hand here. I'm not a large guy, so these are very, very small, about 1/2 inch, maybe a little more than 1/2 inch in diameter, little teeny tiny bulbs, but they're going to work just fine. I'm going to clip them up there next to my misters, and then I'll put these up next to the misters, and it'll be a great year-round way to have some fun and cute little lights, huh? So, yeah, very cool. They have many, many modes, too. I'm not certain that you're going to be able to see them, because, you know, you have to kind of do them when they're strung up, but of the different modes that are available, you can change or with the way that they blink, right? So you get all these different light settings. Woo! That is a lot of flashing lights. Just straight flashing. I mean, there's all kinds of different scenes that they've got here, and a little remote that has a battery in it already. Thank goodness. You just pull the little tab and then the battery works just fine. So you can go all the way. Look at just this whole pulsing action. So these are really neat. I'm very impressed by these little tiny globe string lights. They'd actually make a really cute addition to a bedroom, something indoors too, but I intend to use these outdoors. So yeah, lots of cool stuff. Even a little timer that you can use. You can you can dim them up and down if you wanted to. So I'm going to go off, on, and then we'll put them in number 1, no, 2, no, 8. And we'll just dim them up and then down. So they can be just a very, very light little subtle light outside if you wanted them to, and just use the remote to increase it. Now, if you want a little hack, this is an IR remote, infrared remote. So you can, there are devices that you can get that will be able to learn this remote control. So I use Wi-Fi for everything, and I can just Wi-Fi the remote control so that I can do it all from my phone, which is pretty cool. So I can turn it up and I don't have to keep this remote, because, you know, there's a lot of these around and you're like, which remote was that again? I don't know. I program them all into my Broadcom, and then I just control it like that. But you have the remote control that comes with this, which is really wonderful, so that you can do that, or you have that option of doing something like that. And the receiver is on the end of the plug here. There's the receiver. So pretty cool, right? Plug that back in again. I love it. So I hope you do too. It's a really neat little setup and a great product. Thank you.
I really love how these lights look in our apartment. I love that it makes it look super cozy. They are great quality. They look super cute. I love them. It has this little remote in there. I can change the settings if I wanted to do certain patterns. For example, like the 3 does this, the 4 does that. This is the 5th, it's like a little bit of a party. The 6th does this, it's a little bit more theme, less theme, sorry, and then 7, 8. That I mostly like it at 8, that is steady like this. I love it. And then I can make it less bright when it gets late at night. I can make it less bright or more bright. So yeah, the remote is pretty handful, and it has a little timer here that makes a program that I don't really understand. That's the only thing. I don't know how really the timer works. I can turn them off from the remote and turn them back on. So yeah, I love it. I recommend it. It's pretty cute. We've been using it for a couple months, maybe 3 months now, and the quality is pretty good. None of the bulbs has broken or anything, so it's pretty good quality.
Slow. Fast.
Pick another one. Another one. Another one. Okay. And you got to 7 yet? At 7?
Go to your room and close the door.
Do not tell me what to do. You are not my mom.
Oh, that's disgusting. Just go. Go.